I'm Prospector's wife, Tara. Here's a little taste of my world. It's time for Prospector's Picky Pet Peeves on Rock 107.
It's the Christmas shopping season, and boy, howdy, does it bring out the picky punk in me. So let's get started. Yeah, we'll start with the slow walkers in the mall. And I'm not talking about a geriatric person who simply can't walk fast. I'm talking about young, seemingly able-bodied people who are simply ambling by, like they're taking a scenic walk in the mall. They're walking like they're constipated. I don't need a plethora of paunchy, plump, pudgy, pot-bellied people clogging up the aisles like so much cholesterol is clogging up their arteries. Move it or lose it, yam bag!
Really?
When I go to your shop and I hit your small business and you have a sign taped to your door that reads, "Be back in 30 minutes." Now look, I'm not begrudging anyone a break or a lunch. 30 minutes? Great. But 30 minutes from when? Is it 30 minutes from the instant I read the sign, or has the clock already started? I just need to know so I can decide if I'm willing to wait it out or spend my cash somewhere else.
Nobody cares.
Avoid the crowds. Get stuff sent to your house. Shop in your PJs. But in reality, you got to deal with slow websites, ridiculously long promo codes. Like, if your code's more than 6 characters long, I think you should fry in hell. I'm sorry, who's going to type out 29 characters? X, F, 8, O, G, L, 7, asterisk, ampersand, 22, J, 69, tilde. I want to kill someone. And then if you do complete a purchase, then comes the inevitable onslaught of emails. And I'm cool with here's a confirmation of what you bought, and hey, your item's shipped email. What I hate is the oodles of endless merchandising, campaigning, news, product releases, or worse yet, deals. Hey, yam bag, I just spent money with your website. Now you're telling me I could save 25% more? Oh, it's a promo code? Great!
Seriously? You think that was bad? Try living with him. Love you, honey. Mean it.
Breaking the news that's already broken. It's time for Prospector's Briefs on Rock 107.
Optimism has been linked to bad decision-making and lower cognitive ability. Once again, I'm all good on this end. 27% of employees expect to get a holiday bonus this year, so the other 73% will have something in common with the Carolina Panthers coaching staff. Mayim Bialik turns 48 today. As per her contract, Ken Jennings gets to blow out most of her candles, and she can have whatever's left.
It's 60 Minutes meets Gone in 60 Seconds. Tune in tomorrow for Prospector's Briefs on Rock 107. Yet another weird situation Prospector handled in his own special way.
He's a jerk.
It's time for Prospector's weekly lesson in manners. Am I a jerk? On Rock 107.
All right, am I a jerk becomes, is she a jerk? And here's why. I got an email from a woman named Brandy, and this is what she said. Hey, Prospector. Or what she wrote. I love listening to you, and I had to share this story. My husband and I just moved over the summer, and we just put up all our Christmas stuff last week. Yesterday, there was a note taped out into my mailbox from an anonymous neighbor who wrote, "Welcome to the neighborhood. While we welcome all with open arms, we pride ourselves in a level of class, and frankly, your Christmas time yard decorations miss the mark. While these boxed blow-ups may have been acceptable where you came from, here, they are an eyesore. And frankly, the 2000 and tacky era is over. You might want to consider changing the theme for a neighborhood that's better than blow-ups." Brandy says, I was shocked, but also a little hurt. They're not tacky, they're nice, and they weren't cheap. And it's about our 5-year-old who's at an age where Christmas is everything. So we let him pick some of them out. Anyway, I thought you might like to share that on the show. Maybe I'm in the wrong here. Signed, Brandy. Brandy, come on. But since you said maybe you're in the wrong here, I'm asking, is Brandy a jerk? Amanda checking in on Facebook.com/Angry Prospector says, Brandy's not a jerk, but her neighbor is. Onto the rock lines, Karen from Warrior Run. Is she a jerk?
Yes, good morning, Prospector. Brandy is not a jerk. The person who put that in her mailbox is the jerk hole.
Got one from Open Mic on the Rock 107 app. Is she a jerk?
Prospector, Don checking in. Absolutely not. She's not a jerk. She should go out and buy more and fill up the whole yard with it. Christmas is a time for decorating, and especially for kids. She's she's not a jerk on this one.
All right, Don doesn't think she's a jerk either. Ted, not at all. I have a 7-foot baby Yoda if she needs one. Karen says, hell no, the anonymous neighbor's the jerk. If it was okay to say those things that they said, she would have signed her name to the note. Randy from Hanover on the Rock Lines. Is Brandy a jerk here?
Yeah, I think she's not a jerk.
All right, yeah, you're like, this is America. Hitler don't live here. You can do what you want, right?
Exactly.
We may have our first dissenter on open mic for this one from the Rock 107 mobile app.
Those blow-up things are disgusting and tacky, and I agree with the neighbor that I don't want to look at them. I'm up for classy, nice Christmas lights and not blow-ups.
Not blow-ups, according to her. Christine says, I would go into debt just to really turn it on in that neighborhood. It would look like the Griswold's house by the time I was done. As a matter of fact, I think Prospector, that's me, we should get a hold of Brandy and continue to get people to contribute items to decorate her lovely home for Christmas. You're not the only one who thinks that. Matt from Moscow on the Rock Lines.
Prospector, good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm doing super. Hey, you know what? I have the perfect Santa Claus blow-up coming out of an outhouse with Rudolph holding the toilet paper.
Are you willing to donate this to Brandy to make her neighbor realize?
I would be happy to bring it over to her.
Marianne from Wilkes-Barre checking in on the Rock Lines. What do you think? Brandy here with the decorations and her neighbor leaving the anonymous note about how they're tacky. Brandy's wondering if she's the jerk. What do you think?
She's definitely not a jerk. What, did she move into the neighborhood of the Desperate Housewives?
She's on Wisteria Lane. Absolutely, yeah.
Honest to God. No, she's certainly not a jerk. The woman who left, I'm sure it was a woman who left the note on the mailbox, is the jerk.
All right, Brian says, nope, not a jerk. The neighbor is the jerk, and that seems to be the running consensus. In fact, I think Brandy's got the message because she's checking in on open mic on the Rock 107 app.
Hi, it's Brandy. Prospector, thanks for reading my email. Oh my God, glad most people don't think I'm a jerk.
There you go, Brandy is not a jerk.
Life's pretty tough right now. There's plenty of bad news, but it's not all bad. It's time for the brighter side of Prospector on Rock 107.
A warehouse filled with donated Christmas toys was destroyed by a tornado near Nashville on Saturday. The roof and walls were gone. Somehow most of the gifts survived it. The charity behind the toy drive called it a Christmas miracle.
Thanks. We needed that. The brighter side of Prospector on Rock 107.
Did you get invited to your neighbor's, cousin's, friend's Christmas party again? You know what? It's okay to say no to that. Good morning. I'm Rock 107's Prospector. A new study found that politely declining invitations to holiday parties can be good for your mental health. 77% of Americans have accepted an invitation to an event that they didn't really want to go to because it seemed rude to say no. The study found that hosts usually don't mind as much as we think. In general, people understand you can't make it to everything, and we overestimate how upset they're going to be. The study found saying no to some of those invites can be good for your mental health if it helps you avoid holiday burnout. Just don't be a Grinch and skip them all, because socializing in general is good for your mental health. But now you've got to come up with a fib about why you're bailing.
It's the best time of the year for white lies. Previous arrangements and family estrangements, it works every time. It's the best time of the year for white lies. Driving in the cold weather with a stupid sweater is not how I like to rock. And neither is listening to your boring stories while your dog is sniffing my crotch. It's the most awkward time of the year.
Have a little bit of fun on the phones. Good morning. I'm Rock 107's Prospector. Today, we're going to be calling a hardware store trying to return a toilet we bought a week ago or so. The reason being the toilet doesn't work, although it might have something to do with the copious amounts of cheese we're eating. It's another Prospector prank call on Rock 107.
This is Rudy.
Yeah, Rudy. My name's Rick. Bought a toilet from you guys last week, and I need to...
Okay.
I don't know who you have there, but I'm going to need someone to come over and replace it because it's faulty. It just doesn't work. I don't know what's going on with it, but it's obviously defective.
What do you mean we need
to go over there?
I need someone to come over and replace it. Bring another one, take this one out, get rid of it because it doesn't work anymore. And frankly, to be honest, I haven't bring a shovel too because my friend and I have been having to use the backyard as a toilet because it's done. It won't work. So we need you to.
And when did you buy this?
Bought it from you last Tuesday.
Last Tuesday. It should still be good.
Yeah, but it's not. Okay, we'll go to flush it. Nothing. The water just starts filling up and it spills over. So obviously I'm not going to do that anymore.
Have you called the plumber?
Well, no, I'm not calling a plumber. I'm calling you guys. I bought it from you guys.
Do you have the receipt?
Yeah, I got the receipt.
Okay.
Just have someone grab like another toilet, bring it over, swap it out. I just want to exchange toilets for one that works.
I'm sorry, that's not how it works. That's not how it works.
Well, that is how it works when you sell a defective product.
We don't sell defective products, sir.
Okay, well, how do you know that? I mean, obviously, it's defective because every time I flush it, the water flows out from it. It's not supposed to do that. It's supposed to go down, right?
Yes, it does. So by the time...
Okay, then we've got a problem.
No, so once it leaves the store, it's no longer in our hands.
No, that's not true. You have a return policy, and that should apply to defective. Just don't sell defective parts and say it's my problem, okay? Because my problem's having to clean up all the dirty water all over the floor.
Sir?
Yeah.
Sir, have you tried to use Drano or the plunger or the snake?
Of course I've tried that. We used a snake.
And it doesn't help?
No, it doesn't help. And frankly, my friend, he's visiting from Wisconsin.
Okay.
And we've been spending the last couple of days enjoying all the cheeses that he brought in from Wisconsin, having a nice time. Except now we got to go to the bathroom in the backyard.
Okay. And
all I want to do is sit and enjoy a nice, delicious selection of cheeses and hang out.
And when did it start getting clogged up?
It got started clogging about a day or so after my friend got here. So he shows up. It's working fine.
So it was working fine before then, right?
It was working fine. And then he shows up. We're sitting there. We're enjoying a nice selection of cheeses. Do you like cheese?
Yeah.
He brought like a huge amount, like a suitcase full of cheese, and we're sampling all this Wisconsin cheeses. And the next thing you know, the toilet doesn't work.
Okay.
Okay, what?
I don't know what to tell you, sir.
Well, tell me what you're going to do. Tell me you're going to bring a new toilet and a shovel. What about a wheelbarrow? Bring a wheelbarrow while you're at it.
No, sorry, it doesn't work like that. I'm sorry.
Well, it does. It does work like that. You pull the wheelbarrow in, you use the shovel, you scoop it into the wheelbarrow, and you go, because it's got nothing to do with me. I'm not the one who sold a faulty toilet.
Yeah, it's not a faulty toilet. Maybe you stop eating cheese after a day.
What difference does
that?
Maybe
clog it up.
Now, what does that have to do with it?
Just cheese that you're eating.
It's just cheese. Yeah, what? The toilet should work.
A lot of lactose constipates you.
What are you talking about? When are you going to come and get rid of the toilet, bring a wheelbarrow? I'll tell you what else. You can probably bring a pressure washer.
Over there. We're not going to go over there.
Okay, I'll tell you what.
Sorry, sir. No, we're not going to go over there.
Here's what I'll do.
No, I'm not going to get it.
If you come and exchange the toilet with me, you get to select 5 cheeses of your choice.
Is this funny?
It is funny, Rudy.
Yes?
It's a Prospector prank call. You're on Rock 107 right now. It's a phone prank, man.
Are you serious?
Yes.
So you didn't buy a toilet from us?
No, we didn't buy it. Dude. I haven't been eating the cheese.
Dude, I'm trying to keep my cool in front of the customers right now, and my boss is right next to me, and I'm like, yeah.
Well, you know what? Cool. They must wonder who's been eating all the cheese. You don't want to come over and get some cheese, buddy? Come on.
No, I'm good. Don't worry. I'm good.
Last Wednesday and told everyone happy holidays. Then pepper sprayed them. Technically, it was bear spray, which is even stronger. It happened at a place called John Dennis's Jewelers near Birmingham. She was there to rob them, but it didn't quite work out how she planned. She walked in wearing a hoodie and mask and said, "Happy holidays. I don't want to hurt y'all, but I am." Then she started bear spraying the employees. Thankfully, they are all okay, but Heather isn't. The owner was there, pulled out a gun, and shot her in the shoulder. He says Heather yelled, "I don't want to die," dropped her purse, and ran off. Cops tracked her down at home a few hours later and took her to the hospital. She won't be having a happy holiday. She'll be in jail.
Nominee number 2.
It wasn't twice as nice. It was more like twice as stupid for this guy. A 36-year-old man named Avon Isaac was arrested and charged with 2 counts of driving under the influence on November 26th. If you're thinking 2 counts, how could that be? Well, Isaac was arrested twice in one day. Police first encountered Isaac when he was driving a silver Mazda and ran a stoplight at an intersection around 9:30 a.m. He was arrested and charged with DUI after deputies determined he was under the influence. Isaac was released from jail later that day at around 2:45 p.m. after posting a $1,500 bond. Later, a deputy pulled him over a second time at around 5:30 p.m., this time driving a gray Cadillac that belonged to a family member. Deputies again determined that Isaac was impaired and he was arrested.
And And the winner is...
the guy who got arrested for drunk driving twice in one day. You are the Yam Bag of the Day, and we'll move on to Friday's Yam Bag of the Week competition. Keep it here for all the nominees for Prospector's Yam Bag of the Day, weekday mornings on Rock 107.